everyone, Angie B here. Wanted to make you guys a quick video of how I apply my jams. Wanted you guys to see that they are really easy to put on, and once you do it a couple times, it's going to be a piece of cake. I had previously taken off my jams. I used Jamberry's non-acetone lacquer remover. It's great and gentle on your nails. I also washed my hands with Dawn dish soap. Their grease-fighting ingredient is great to remove some of the oils off of your nail beds. Having clean nails is the most important part of getting your Jamberry wraps to stick. They are attached with an adhesive that requires heat and pressure to hold them to your nail. I'm going to do my thumbnail today just to show you. I am going to put on a mixed manicure today. I am going to do some darkest black, and I'm going to have an accent nail of Simply Daisy, which I absolutely love, and then Butterfly Kisses, which I love as well. So I have already, if you can see, there's a part of my jams missing here, my Simply Daisy. I've already sized that this is the wrap that I need for my thumb. When you first get your wraps, you can hold these up and you want to size them to your nail, kind of like that. You want to make sure you find one that gets as close to the sides of your skin as possible, but does not touch your skin, because if it touches your skin, it's not going to stick. I'm going to put my screen down so you can see a little bit more. So I have a Jamberry application kit, and in it came an orange stick, a buffer, some scissors, a Jamberry nail file, and my cuticle pusher. After I washed my hands, I made sure that I pushed back all of my cuticles. You want to make sure that there is no skin from your cuticles on your fingernails. You want them to be clean and absent of any type of skin at all, because the Jamberry wraps won't stick to it if they do. The last step prior to putting on your wraps is you want to buff out any ridges. If you have any, sometimes your jams will stick better if you rough up your nails. Jamberry also sells a great lacquer that is a ridge filler. It's in our lacquer line, so it's definitely something that if you have ridges that are just too deep to be buffed out with the buffer, you definitely can get that as well. Next step is going to be taking an alcohol wipe. Any brand will do, it doesn't matter. You want to make sure that you clean your nails free of any debris or oils that just may have gotten on there from buffing it or touching it or anything like that. So another thing that Jamberry sells is a little heater. It's actually the heat source that I'm going to use to put on my jams. This is $19, I believe, in our catalog. It's well worth it. You can use a hairdryer to put on your jams, but trust me when I say that if you're going to use these often, which I'm sure that you will definitely want to get yourself a heater. It's much more convenient and easier to use. Some people also use a rice pack whenever they are putting on their jams. If they don't buy a heat source, you can take a rice pack, you can put it in the microwave, and it will retain heat. I'll show you later how you can use it. These are some that I make. I actually give them out to any of my hostesses. So if it's you host a party with me, you'll get one of these. Okay, so what is next is I have my heat source here. I have sized my Simply Daisy to my thumb. I know that my cuticle bed is a little flatter, and so I previously cut my wrap so that I know it fits my thumb. You remove it from the backing and hold it in front of your heat source until it curls. It gets really pliable. And then what you want to do is you want to take your jam and you want to lay it on your thumb, whatever finger you're working on. Line it up as best you can and pull it a little bit tight so it's on there just really across the middle. I put a little pressure this way, and then I like to heat it again with each side that I do. I find that if you pull and pull down, it actually helps get them on there without any bubbles or ridges. And I'm going to do my other side as well. I'm going to pull it while I wrap it down. And then I'm going to take my cuticle pusher and I am going to just make sure that none of my sides are touching my skin. And I'm going to heat it. I'm going to apply some really good pressure to it. This is where the rice pack could come in. Let's just say if you had this in the microwave and it was really warm, you can take this and you can use it to push your jam down on your fingernail. I use it sometimes even with my heater, just if I need to make sure I get things really well in there. So what you want to do now is you see that there's a little bit of extra and it's starting to wrap over my nail. You want to let your nails cool completely. These wraps will actually kind of shrink wrap to your fingernails, and if you take off the excess entirely too soon, then you're not going to get a good seal around your tips. If you have a lot left over, excuse me, if you have a lot left over, you can take your cuticle scissors and you can cut them close to your fingernail. But what I found the best way to do it is to take a nail file and at a 90-degree angle, come down with your nail file just at the shape of your nail. And what you will find is that once you've let these cooled and do this, that they will just separate right at the shape of your nail. There you go. So what you have here is you have a jam. Let's see if I can get you a better. There you go. So you have a jam on your finger. Now there's one last step that I like to take. I have a little plastic bag. I find that sometimes when I heat my jams after they're on with the plastic bag, a lot of wrapping it tight in there, I find that this seals my tips a lot better than when I don't do it. So it's by no means a necessary step, but it is something that I have found helps them stay on the 2 weeks that they can stay on. So there you have it. I have my jams on. So I hope that that was nice and easy for you guys. I hope that you guys have no problem putting on your jams. Certainly, if you do, reach out to me. Let me know. I will walk you through it and try and troubleshoot with you. Jam out, everybody.